celebrating Deschutes 25 years, and what better way to do that than eat some of their food?
Sorry, I'm distracted.
I know.
Smelling the burger on the line.
It does smell really good, and we have the executive chef here at Deschutes, Brian Kerr. He's with us. Tell us a little bit about the menu and give us an idea of what it's like to be behind the scenes for Deschutes Brewpub. Have you ate here before?
I have.
Okay.
Even before I moved here, I ate here,
Yeah.
and it was like, this is the place I want to be.
Yeah, that's how my story started too. I used to spend vacations here in Bend, and come here and spend some time at the pub. And I was just really intrigued by the brewery process and cooking on a line. So it's just a dream come true to work for Deschutes.
So is there a magic, is there a sort of chemistry between food and beer?
Oh yeah, they go well together. I think like a beer and food pairing is really just a match made in heaven. You know, we've got all kinds of different flavors and textures in your beers, and that go really well with a lot of the foods that we make here and a lot of the foods you enjoy at home.
So how do you figure it out?
Oh, well, you just let your palate guide you. You know, find a beer that you like and see what kind of food you can either compare with it or contrast with it. You know, if you've got a classic example would be like a creamy blue cheese. Goes really well with an IPA, like our Inversion IPA. Delicious stuff. Nice match.
When you guys are making your menu, how much is it really planning down and saying, okay, we want this and this to go together, kind of thing?
Well, I think we start out that way, but our process, we tend to kind of splinter off and kind of roll with the punches and see how things create. We do a lot of trial and error, a lot of testing, and sometimes what ends up on the plate isn't exactly how we started, but it always ends up, being a magnificent little plate.
The testing sounds like the fun part.
I gotta know how to get onto that focus group.
Yeah, really. Nah, didn't like that. Bring over another one.
That's right, yeah.
Next.
No, this is good. Well, it might work. Yeah, let's try
that again.
Try it again. So you came from Portland and then you came down here. How are you liking it?
I love it so far. This is really great. I mean, Bend has always been a place that I've wanted to call home.
Yeah.
We've just found a house in town here, so
nice.
We're just settling in actually and exploring the outlying areas.
What's your job when you're back here? Because as an executive chef, you're not really making salads or doing that. Like, you're the controller, pretty much the kitchen, right?
Basically, yeah. You could call it that. Quality control, keeping the food flowing, you know, from this station out into the window here.
Which is really important because people are hungry out there, and you have them staring at you in here.
That's right.
Just waiting for their food.
Yeah, they're out there going, why is this guy talking to these two stupid reporters when they can be making food?
That's right.
Hungry.
Do you have a favorite dish?
A favorite dish? Well, that's a good loaded question. You know, we've got our fantastic burgers here, the extra special burger that we've got a special today.
Well,
the beef comes from Borland Farms, just east of town, fed on our spent grains from the brewery. So it's kind of a full circle plate. You know, we've got spent grains that we bake in our bake into our bread at our bakery just
across
town.
Should I grab it, maybe?
Sure.
Oh yeah.
So
okay, well,
leave it to Mackenzie to grab the food.
I should. Maybe I should grab it then.
Potatoes hand cut every day for our French fries. Homemade pickles. Beef patties formed by hand.
So you said the meat is coming from super local.
Yeah, just east of town, about 20 miles away actually, from Borland Farms.
So with this extra special burger, hello, you're working. What would be a good beer?
Oh, I'd have to pair it with Black Butte Porter. Black Butte Porter is a nice match for many, many types of foods, but especially for a nice beef patty with lots of rich flavors.
So is that because it's a rich beer?
No, it's actually a lighter beer that tends to pair well with many different types of foods. We have richer beers and we have much lighter beers as well, but the Black Butte Porter is what I would call our ultimate beer.
All right,
food.
you can share.
Oh.
I was going to see if John wanted to try and take a bite of the burger, and then I realized that I didn't even know if this is made for us or maybe made for someone. So
help yourself.
I just kind of went after it. But,
yeah.
So the burgers are a big thing. You guys also do great pizzas. I've had them before, and they're so good. What's special about your guys' pizzas?
Well, they're hand stretched. We raise the dough in-house every single day. They're hand stretched by our skilled crew of pizza artisans.
Is there a lot of flipping?
There is some turning and some stretching, and I've seen them toss up in the air too.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
You want to know what my favorite is here? The French onion soup.
Is that good? Oh, it's really cheesy. I have seen people eat it before.
Now, what would be good with a soup? What kind of beer?
Oh, I like something perhaps a little lighter, like our Twilight Ale. I think would go nice with the soup. Yeah.
Now, were you a beer guy before you came here?
Actually, I was. I was a home brewer for many years,
nice.
And very enthusiastic about beer and food and beer pairing.
Now, do you have a favorite beer?
Well, I'm living in Bend and working for Deschutes Brewery. You can bet
you better
that
stay Deschutes.
Deschutes
How about
Brewery
type of beer?
Oh gosh, there's so many different types. I'd have to go with. I really do like stouts, but I also like malt forward beers such as our Bachelor Bitter and our Mirror Pond Pale Ale too.
Do you ever do any cooking with beer? I mean, like actually in the pan kind of thing?
Yeah, we sure do. We could take some of our darker
We've got
beers.
Action.
Yeah, we got a little bit of action coming
Okay,
in. Darker beers make real nice braising liquids for things like short ribs or veal shanks or lamb roasts too.
We need to try that, John.
Yeah. And my last question is, I've kind of gotten hooked on these cooking shows, like Chopped and stuff. As an executive chef, do you think they're kind of hokey, or
they are?
Do you watch them?
I do. I've seen them. I don't watch them religiously, but I think those shows are really difficult and stressful for a cook because that's not how we cook.
Yeah.
That's not what we're
not
asked to
a
do.
lot of yelling down the line so much.
Not a lot of not a lot of that.
Well,
hey Brian, thanks so much for your time.
My pleasure.
We gotta go eat.
I think with all these orders coming in, you got to get to work.
We sure do.
We gotta
and we've got something else to do.
Yeah.
I guess it's John's. It's fine.
Thank you very
so
much.
much.